What is up, everyone, and welcome back to Photon Melodies. It's been a while, but here we are in the final chapter of my Muv-Luv journey. It's been a wild ride, but we're finally here at the end. Well, what is the end for now, anyway? I know a lot of people have been waiting for this one. A good number of people. I've seen a lot of comments about it. Especially, here towards the end of the day after. I've seen a lot of people getting excited for Altered Fable coming up. So, sincerely hopes this lives up to your expectations, everyone who's been waiting for this. From what I understand of Altered Fable is an extension of the epilogue from Alternative. Goes a bit deeper into the story of what happens after Takeru returns to his newly reformed world. And from what I understand, there's 9 different routes you can take in this story. But from what I understand, the routes play out kind of like the routes in Unlimited, in the sense that it's the same story regardless of which route you go down. It's just that some certain events are played out differently depending on which love interest you choose. But overall, it's still the same story with usually they have a unique ending to it, from what I understand. So with that in mind, I'm probably only going to do one route for this playthrough of it. I'm sure in my free time I'll go back and eventually go down all the routes just to see everything. But with that being said, we got a nice little description of it here, so let's get a taste of that, shall we? The long-awaited follow-up to the original Muv-Luv saga is finally here, picking up directly where Muv-Luv Alternative left off. Takeru returns to the wacky rom-com world of Muv-Luv Extra, only this time, things are more than a little bit different. The multiverse may have been mended, but now this love nucleus has even more girls to choose from. Let them harem hijinks begin. God damn it, I already hate that. Serving as a homecoming for the series in more ways than one, this reimagined version of Extra, often called Final Extra, is the perfect bookend to Takeru's story. If you consider the trilogy as a multi-course meal, then this is the dessert. A sweet and scrumptious reward for powering through the daunting entree that is Muv-Luv Alternative. You've swallowed every tough pill, every morsel of pain and despair that game could throw at you. Now, it's time for some well-deserved rest. Reconnect with all your favorite characters in one last time in this massive celebratory send-off to one of the greatest casts in gaming history. Yeah, see, that's also one of the reasons why I saved this for the very last, because it is like a big final goodbye to everything they've set up. Because I know with, Integrate, which is the proper sequel to Alternative, coming out whenever the fuck it happens, that, there is going to be some returning characters, but obviously so many of the characters that we fell in love with won't be there, because the vast majority of them are, dead. But, I don't know, I felt like this was the right place to end off on. Need more convincing, though? Flip over to the next page. When we last left Takeru, he'd just been introduced to his new classmates, the multimillionaire Maya, her courtly sister Yuhi, and the 3rd transfer student from overseas, Kasmi. Our story picks up with a class cook-off to determine who gets the privilege of sitting next to Takeru, but this is quickly overshadowed by a much more interesting reveal 2 days later. Right, because that was joked about at the end of... Okay, so yeah, this is picking up immediately where Alternative left off. Okay. Also, that's one thing that kind of bothers me a bit, is originally there were 10 routes in Extra. That's right, the queen herself had her own route, Marumo, but that was cut from the localized edition. I'm guessing because the localization team didn't want to deal with any potential accusations of potential pedophilic content, is my guess. Since Takeru would still be a student and Marumo being his teacher, and they didn't want to deal with any weird issues there, even though, that hasn't been a problem for previous games, such as Persona 5 is the first one that comes to mind that features content like that. Or, one of my favorite games, Judgment. The protagonist is 35 and one of the love interests is 19. Not particularly a fan of that romance myself, but it's there. So I'm not a big fan that they cut that out, but also the fact that they cut that out, but left in the romance where Takeru, someone who is 18, a legal adult, pipes down a 15-year-old. I think they got their priorities in the wrong spots. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of Kasumi being a romance option. I'm not a fan of that. Because throughout Alternative, I always looked at Kasumi as like a little sister type character. And that's the thing, I love her as a character. And like, I adore her, she's great. But I've never looked at her like that and still don't. Like, see, Miki originally, I didn't look at as like a proper love interest. Just because I initially don't look at like, you know, the lolly type characters like that. But throughout Unlimited and Alternative, Miki really grew on me, and and Unlimited and Alternative really, you know, did a great job of showcasing just how mature Miki truly is. That she's not just the goofy, silly, you know, childlike character that you knew from Extra. That there is a much more mature side to her. I mean, and Extra showed that as well. So I've definitely come to appreciate Miki much more, and definitely acknowledge her as a proper love interest, but I don't like that Kasumi's thrown in there. But anyway, where we left off, it seems Kasumi won't be the only foreigner to grace the halls of Hakuryo Prep this year, as the school board has decided to participate in an all-new teacher exchange program, welcoming faculty members from all over the world in an effort to broaden students' horizons. And wouldn't you know it, these new temps all just so happen to be familiar faces we met back in Muv-Luv Alternative. Yes, even the Valkyries are here, as Hakuryo alums brought in by Yuko to tip the scales during the school sports festival. All the characters you know and love are here in this rip-roaring redo, many of whom we've never even met in the idyllic world of Muv-Luv Extra. So you see, this isn't just a simple rehash of Extra. No, this is an all-new adventure with all new friends and possibilities. This is Final Extra. Join Takeru and the gang as they take part in all sorts of zany antics, from a school-wide paintball tournament to hitting the slopes at a mountain hot spring lodge to getting caught up in an international Huh? Okay. To learning the true meaning of Christmas, to an all-expenses-paid tropical island getaway. Jesus Christ. Like, I knew that this was going to be, like, from what I heard, this is actually quite a long story, and I think it's, like, about as long as Extra, or even longer, from what I was hearing. At least as long as one route in Extra would be. So, I knew it was going to be long, but damn, they really packed a lot into this one, didn't they? Where Takeru might just have the chance to live out his wildest fantasies with the apple of his eye, wink wink. Anything can happen in this new rewritten reality, this altered Fable, and it's your story to unfold. Note, due to quality and accessibility concerns, this remastered version of Altered Fable, Shimmering Spark Space Time, has been slightly modified from its original 2000 release. In particular, the routing mechanics during the island portion of the game have been reworked to be more intuitive, and 2 minigames that were originally mandatory have been removed in the interest of streamlining and improving the overall experience. Well, you're not going to mention the fact that you ripped out Madomo's route, you know, best girl. Anyway, rest assured, however, that the story remains completely intact, and we've even added an all-new feature, an incentive for completionists, unlockable wallpapers. Ooh. This will unlock upon witnessing certain scenes over the course of the story, many of which will require a specific set of player choices to access. If you want to collect them all, you'll have to seek out every optional scene the game has to offer. Happy haunting. I mean, I'm sure I will do that eventually, but I really don't give a shit about wallpapers. Well, maybe. Like, if there's one for, like, unique characters. Yo. These 3 in particular. I like these 3. But anyway, after that long-ass intro, let's fucking finally jump into the final chapter in my Muv-Luv saga. Altered Fable. Start. In English, please. October 2001, Los Alamos National Laboratory, United States of America.
出力を 75% まで上げたまえ。
了解。出力 75%。
どうだ。
今のところ問題ありません。安定し。
よーし、いいぞ。カウントダウン続行だ。
出力 80% へ。
了解。出力 80%。
博士、いよいよだな。
はい、長官。この未臨界実験が成功すれば、我が国の核戦略は大きな転換期を迎えることになりま。
I'm sorry. Like, I live near train tracks, alright? so okay, so I have to like pause when trains go by, and like right now the background noise sounds like like what I'd hear shortly before I hear a train go by. So I'm like, wait a minute, what the hell am I hearing that right now? It's background noise in the game. Oh no.
わかりません。
博士、センサーに反応。こうしてる。
何？どういうことだ？未観測の太陽フレアか。
わかりません。少なくともこれはこの研究所以外の場所から放射されたものです。
博士、これは一体どういう？
私にもわかりません。
博士、大変です。プルトニウムが臨界に。
バカな。そういった兵、核兵器閉鎖だ。
臨界だと？一体どうなっている？こんなところで核爆発が起きたら。
プルトニウムが臨界に達しました。
神よ。
Oh, Jesus. Huh?
どうした？
Is that like, is this what happened? Is this what the whole international conspiracy thing is about? Like, this all happened when Takeru finally came back to this world, and they're gonna trace it back to him, and that's why he gets caught up in this conspiracy? Okay. I guess that would make sense. I'm guessing this is some sort of like government facility, so obviously they're gonna be like, wait, what the fuck's going on? Why the hell did we almost have a nuclear explosion?
何？
一体何が起きたというんだ。
Congratulations, you've unlocked a wallpaper.
たけるちゃん、たけるちゃん、たけるちゃん。よしし、じゃあ今日も元気に起こしに行くよ。
Oh, is this where she walks in on him and May? Yep. Okay.
やっと来たか。
Huh?
私の方にもお顔を向けてくださいまし。
What? Oh. Waking up in bed with both of them, huh? Nice.
どうかなさいまして。
No, I just, Oh. Yuhi with the legs.
タケルはまだ寝ぼけておるのではありませんか。
Shut up, Maya.
そうかもしれませんね。まあ、タケル様、寝癖が。ですが、タケル様、そろそろ起きねば学校に遅刻いたしますよ。
I mean, I realize that, but, God, if only this were a dream. Oh, the things I do to you two. I mean, especially Yuhi. Maya can get out of here. I don't like Extraverse Maya. Something tells me I'm still not gonna like her in this one. Wait. This is no time to be letting my hormones run wild! Oh god. Oh god. She brought Kasumi along too? I missed this shit. Hey there, Subika. How's it going, Kasumi? Wait, Sumika, I can explain. This is the shit I live for. Oh. Okay. I'm digging this new intro. Let's go. Hell yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Nice. Oh. Hell yeah. Hayase. I miss Hayase. Bro, I'm gonna get emotional seeing Hayase again, alright? Oh, everyone getting shit-faced at the hot springs again. Hell yeah. Nice. Eh. Ah, hell yeah. Ah, hell yeah. Oh, goddamn. Group hot springs action? Oh yeah, Sumika rocks that swimsuit. Don't ever forget. No. Yeah. That's nice. Let's fucking go. Ah damn, I was already excited for this, but yeah, I'm into this. I'm so into it. Like, I don't know if y'all realize this about me, but I love just straight up rom-com shit. That's my fucking shit. I love this stuff. Fucking Sumika walking backwards to keep an eye on him. I love it. Ow, ow, ow. Damn it, Sumika. I think you sprained my neck. Hey, don't get mad at me. I'm the victim here. I even made a point of telling them in no uncertain terms that sleeping in my bed is strictly prohibited. But apparently they don't care what I have to say. So apparently this already jumps ahead to after they've already leveled that entire block. Okay. I know they're both sorely lacking in common sense, but I figured they'd at least be able to follow directions. Ugh. They've only been here a week, and already they've turned my entire life upside down. There's no going back now either. So long blissful days of my youth. Oh, shut up. October 22nd, 1 week ago today. That was the fateful day when Mei and Yuki transferred into our class. For some reason, they both immediately latched onto me, leading everyone to believe there was some crazy love triangle going on. Then only a few minutes later, we got a third transfer student, Kasumi. One look at Sumika's face and she burst into tears, sent the entire class into an uproar. Oh, and get this, everyone started acting like it was my fault somehow. Can you believe that shit? Then things just spiraled completely out of control. It was a bad time, I didn't really want to talk about it. And when I finally got home, battered and bruised, guess who was already there waiting for me? The crazy twins, just chilling in my living room like they own the place. And when I threatened a restraining order, they pulled out this illicit sexual relations permit, which apparently gives them free reign to do with me as they please. They'd even gotten it signed by my dad and the Prime Minister of Japan. Oh, and I also found out that they were the ones behind my parents' sudden vacation. It was all a ploy to get them out of the house. Wait. But wouldn't that mean the gears for this were already set in motion prior to their arrival, and October 22nd wasn't actually the day my life's timeline diverged, so to speak? Did I just discover a plot hole? Okay. Nah, can't be a plot hole if you address it. Cheeky bastards. Alright, listen up. When I said I didn't want you sleeping in my bed anymore, I meant it. So are you defying me, or did you just forget? Yeah, lay down the law. Didn't you already bulldoze the whole damn neighborhood to build your own fancy-ass mansion? Why can't you just sleep in that? That. Are you guys trying to give me a heart attack or something? Because that's sure as hell what it feels like. But you'll just have to get used to it. No, I don't think I will. Oh yeah? And why is that? No. No, you're not. I'm sorry, Yuki. You're great, but you're not in my top 3. Say what? I love how Kasumi doesn't even make a sound. She's just... Just don't ask me. Hell no, dude. Don't even get me started about Saturday, alright? You know what happened, and I'm still pissed off about it. Thanks a lot, Yuko-sensei. You and your dumb ideas.
優勝者には白金の隣の席を与える。
All the stupid things to compete for. Oh, that's right, and Kashiwagi's now a fucking love interest too.
皆様、本日はようこそいらっしゃいました。厨房にご案内いたしますので。
Yeah, it's been so long since we've seen the three idiots just be idiots. We had a brief glimpse of it in the day after, but honestly, I don't know if I like I said, it feels good to be back in the whole rom-com era of things, but I don't know if I want to see the three idiots go back to being the three idiots. Like having a little bit of it in the day after was nice. It's like, there's my three idiots. But like 24/7 three idiots? Everything in moderation, you know? Kitchen Exodus presents Chew or Spew. What the hell?
遅かったわね、あんたたち。
God damn.
ここが今日の決戦の舞台よ。ほう、こんな場所があったとは。三剣さん、自分の家じゃないの？
そうなのですが、まだ越して間もなく、すべての部屋を把握しきれてはいないのです。
Here's a thought. Maybe you shouldn't build rooms you're not even gonna use? Actually, wait a second. I feel like I recognize this set from somewhere.
鋭いわね、白金。そう、今日の料理対決はアイエクルールで行ってもらうわ。
アイエク、何ですかそれは？
愛のエクソダスって料理番組知らない？
エクソダス、いずこから逃げ出すのです。
そう、何人かのゲストが料理を作って審査員に食べてもらうんだけど、
その料理がゲロまず。
Terabad.
食べた審査員がほぼ例外なく軒並み口を押さえてスタジオから逃げ出すっていう恐怖の番組なんだよ。
I've only ever seen a judge stay on stage one time. That was just because he got food poisoning and passed out.
本当は食べた料理に点数をつけなくちゃいけないんだけど点数のついたゲスト
Damn, sounds like an amazing show.
何故そんなことになる？ゲロマズとは何だ？
Well, when you say something's Terabad, you're basically saying it's so disgusting it makes you want to puke.
みんな料理が下手すぎて人間の食べられるものが完成しないんだよ。だから点数だってつくわけない。
そこが不思議なんだよね。生で食べられるものを食べてるだけでどうして入っちゃうんだろう。
Oh, please. Like you'd eat a bowl of raw eel chopped up on a bed of rice.
確かにうな丼ではないかもしれないけど、ヘビなん
Oh,
か
I'm
に比
sure
べ
you
たら
would.
僕はそっちの方がいいけどな。
Dude, seek help. You have a problem.
確かにそれは
Miki.
逃げ出したくなる気持ちもわかる。
I love Miki.
想像したくない光景ですわね。
So tell me, Sensei, if we're playing by Kitchen Exodus rules, does that mean everyone here is a contestant?
そうよ。
But then who's gonna be the judge? I wonder.
またまたとぼけちゃって
Worst nightmares come true.
大丈夫だよ、タケルちゃん。
That
あんなにひどいも
horrible.
の作るわけないじゃん。
Not very convincing coming from you.
ひどい。毎日お弁当作ってるじゃん。
白がね、そういう詮索はしらけるからやめなさい。潔く諦めるのが審査員の最初の仕事よ。それじゃ今日のテーマを発表するわ。
The challenge was to make a stir-fry bowl. Pretty tame by Yuko-sensei standards, though maybe she was just trying to avoid a lawsuit in the event that I should die of food poisoning. Or maybe she was secretly hoping to sit with me on the judges panel to hog the limelight, wanted to minimize the risk of ingesting something lethal. Pfft, yeah, right. She may be an attention whore, but she doesn't have a death wish. Though, to be fair, the pantries and refrigerators were all stocked full of only the finest gourmet ingredients, courtesy of the Mitsurugi Financial Group. The kind of stuff that any lame brain could chop, sizzle, and season to end up with something at least halfway edible. One would think.
それじゃあ初めて。制限時間は1時間よ。
I certainly wasn't expecting things to go that horribly wrong, at least. Oh god. Jeez. I mean, shit, if Maya's cooking on her own, that's understandable. Tell me, Sumika, do you really think I'm so cold and unfeeling that I'd try to get my rocks off after a disaster like that?
そういえばそうだね。
面目ない。
If anything, I should be the one interrogating you guys.
私じゃないよ。
I mean, sure, class rep started it, but don't even try to pretend like you weren't egging her on.
だってあんなの反則だよって思ったんだもん。
Yeah, whatever. It all started about 5 minutes after the cook-off began, when class rep started complaining to Yuko-sensei. She accused Mei and Yuhi of giving themselves an unfair advantage. And she was right, for the record. They each brought in a full team of professional chefs to do all their cooking for them. So then, of course, they were forced to do it themselves, and we know how Maya cooks, at least. I'm talking legit 5-star chefs. These guys were making everyone else look like total amateurs without even breaking a sweat. They didn't make any mistakes or cut any corners either. You could tell that it was all just muscle memory to them at this point. Everyone was just watching in awe, mouths agape. One guy would bark something at another in some foreign language, and then bam, 5 seconds later, he'd have all the vegetables diced to perfection. Now that's the sort of thing I'd expect to see on a real cooking show. I never even blamed class rep for kicking up a stink. If I had to go up against that kind of competition, I'd try to get them disqualified too. That battle wasn't just over before it began, it was over before any of us were even born. At first, Yuko-sensei just laughed it off and told class rep to bring in her own chef brigade if she was going to be that salty about it. Said that it was totally fair game for contestants to use every asset they had available to them, and that class rep should consider it a testament to her own culinary ability that they felt the need to rely on such a handicap. But then she got a little devious little twinkle in her eye and called the Mitsurugi sisters backstage. I don't know what she told them back there, but when they came back on set, they both looked visibly perturbed. They each sent their chefs away and announced that they'd be doing all their own cooking from then on. And not even 5 minutes later, yep, checks out. Real talk, I find it genuinely impressive that they were able to blow up an entire mansion with just a basic stovetop. Thanks for sending everyone to the emergency room, guys. At least they were all privately owned Mitsurugi EMTs, so it didn't cost us a dime. And thus, the class cook-off ended in a stalemate. But whatever, I consider myself lucky just to have made it out alive, although I did end up with a frizzy mad scientist afro. Enough about that, though. Sumika brings up a good point. The fact that Mei and Yuhi are back to their old tricks again makes me wonder if something might have happened this weekend to trigger that. Hey, when Yuko-sensei called you guys backstage, she didn't put any weird ideas in your head back there, did she? How should I know? So I'm asking you.
そのようなことを吹き込まれた覚えはございませんが、ご忠告はいただき
Oh,
ま
that's
したが。
lovely.
それが我らが今朝そなたの寝所にいたことと関係があるかどうかと問われればその通りということになろう。
What exactly did she tell you?
光月教諭が申されたのは主に2つでありましたな、姉上。
ええ、まず一つ目は、世の殿方は一般的に料理のできる女性に魅力を感じるということです。
I don't know why it always cracks me up. It happened in alternative too, but every time Kasumi's just like in the corner, like just barely in frame, just in the corner. I don't know why. It just cracks me up. I love it. Oh yeah? Well, I certainly can't deny that. I don't think there's a man alive who doesn't get an intense satisfaction from being treated to his girlfriend's home cooking. I wonder if that was also a factor in Sensei's decision to hold a class cook-off.
私たちもそう思ったのだ。光月教諭が何故料理対決をするなどと申したのか。それで合点がいった。
Wait, then why did you even want to participate in the first place? Just for shits and giggles?
もう一つは、男女の仲は家臣によって足元を救われるということでございましたわ。
その通りです、姉上。
Complacency.
いかに私とタケル様との将来が天命とはいえ、悠長に構えていては何が起きても。
Oh, try as you might, you ain't fucking touching the top 3. Destined, huh? Right.
姉上とタケルの将来については異論もあるが、慢心が絶対運命に影を落とすというご指摘は至極もっともであり、真摯に受け止めねばならん。
Gotcha. So that's why you guys decided to compete without a 5-star handicap.
はい。
Is that also the reason you decided to completely defy my orders?
そなたの言葉は極力尊重する。だが、私自身の問題であるがゆえ、自らの意志と行動によ
Yeah, please don't do that.
運命を切り開きたいのだ。
Damn it, Sensei. Stop putting weird ideas in their impressionable heads. So let me get this straight. You decided to cook for yourselves because you wanted to secure our destiny together. And then proceeded to blow the entire state to Kingdom Come.
面目次第にございます。
Yeah, no shit. The only destiny you guys are gonna secure for me is an early grave. Alright, whatever. Just try not to let it happen again. Now come on, we're gonna be late. What now, Sumika?
それだけ？
I mean, what do you expect me to do? They're clearly too deep in this little fantasy of theirs for anything I say to sink in.
ダメだよタケルちゃん。
It's a lost cause, dude. Just give it up. Anything I say, they'll immediately misconstrue. They'll twist my words into something positive or find a loophole that allows them to do something even more disruptive.
くじけちゃダメだよ。
If you want to open that can of worms, be my guest. Just don't make it my problem.
頑張るのはタケルちゃんだってば。心臓麻痺して死んじゃうぞ。
Oh, don't worry about that. I'm sure the Mitsurugi medical team will be able to resuscitate me.
無論だ。
Oh, don't look so smug. I was being sarcastic.
ずるいよ。ずるいずるい。こんな
What are you, a 3-year-old? Absolutely not.
だって
Why are you getting so riled up about this?
だってそんなの超ダメに決まってるじゃない。死ぬほどダメすぎ。
Man, she's really not gonna let this go, huh? You know, I'm starting to think you're the one with the problem here.
何が？
So just think about it. I mean, I can see why you'd be a little taken aback to open the door and find Mei in bed with me.
すごくするよ。
That alone shouldn't give you cause to reprimand me, let alone punch me into the stratosphere. See what I'm saying? Seriously, Sumika, what are you so pissed off about? Wow, nice shot of her legs.
それ
That sweet behind the knee action.
鏡さん。
だって幼馴染だし。やっぱりおじさんとおばさんの留守中のことは隣の私が面倒見るべきだと思うし。
心配せずとも、それはつくよみたちがいれば十分だろう。
No, don't bring in the other maids.
でも
Sorry, I really don't see where you're coming from here. Aww.
私先に行くね。
Sumika.